What's up, guys? I'm up in the North Pole today. No, I'm just kidding. I'm on the Butler Chain today with Dan. Dan's from Wisconsin, so this is considered like beautiful spring weather to him.
It's awesome.
I'm freezing my butt off. It's like 46 degrees with a wind chill of -25. That's what it feels like to me. But it's a few days after the BassMaster Open. I filmed. Some people have asked me to put out a tournament recap, some practice video, all that kind of stuff. And to be honest with you, I just don't feel like it. I had a miserable tournament. So instead of doing one of those videos talking about how bad I did, I'll just talk a little bit about it here, and then you can watch us catch some fish on the Butler Chain. You got one?
Yep.
Oh.
Jump them off.
So anyway, right now we're throwing a chatterbait and a jerkbait. The water's 66 degrees. On Lake Toho today, the water's probably 56 degrees. After having a warm couple week spell on here in Florida, it's winter time again. But like a lot of people know, I had a very average first day on that tournament on Toho. I was on a bunch of big fish that I've been on for several months, since August. A lot of my customers watching this video have fished that spot with me and know the kind of fish that I was on out there. Catching them on a lipless crankbait, mainly that Madman from 13 Fishing, also on a red eye shad from Strike King, and a Texas rig worm. Pretty simple stuff. It's a hump with a big sandy area off of it. Been catching them like crazy. The last few weeks it turned into an early morning bite, which was fine unless your boat 220 going out the first day. I didn't get out there till the spot was almost done. I knew that was going to be the case, and I had some shallow fish, and I caught a very average limit. I think I was around 100th place after the first day. Not a big deal, because I knew I'd have a chance to catch them the second day. My co-angler the second day was a super nice guy named Jeff Queen. I'd draw him as my co-angler anytime. Super nice guy. I throw a lot of jerk baits. I love throwing jerk baits. The few weeks leading up to that tournament, they didn't really bite a jerk bait that well. I could catch fish on a jerk bait, but they were always smaller fish, and you know, there's plenty of small fish to be caught on anything. And so I kind of put the jerk bait down, and Lake Toho did what Lake Toho does. They decided to start biting a jerk bait during that tournament. Why would I throw it if I haven't been catching it? Jeff did not have, my co-angler for the second day, did not have a good first day with his first day partner, and he tied on a jerkbait and proceeded to catch 16.5 pounds almost out of the back of my boat and moved from 100 and something place all the way up to first place on the co-angler side. It's humiliating when stuff like that happens, especially when you're on the fish and you're just doing everything wrong. But Jeff whacked him out of the back of my boat that day, catching him on a golden black silent version 110 jerkbait. And congratulations. I'm glad he did well. And I know he felt bad for doing that, but when you're in a competition, you can't feel bad for your own success. And so he caught him really good, and about everything that I could possibly do wrong that day, I did. When it came to losing fish, I didn't get flustered. There's a lot more things in this world that can get you flustered besides trying to catch bass. But I did a video, my last video was basically highlighting the new Mega 360 from Humminbird, and that was a big thing in this tournament, because I was watching these fish in this open water spot swim around, and actually watched that 8.5 pounder that Jeff caught swim into his bait. He was casting out the side with his jerkbait. I was at this time, he gave me a jerkbait to throw, and I caught a couple fish on it, but it was kind of too late. But I was watching this fish swim and casting at it, and basically I ran out of room and it ran right into his line, and he caught that 8.5 pounder. What a lot of people, I think the largest bag in this whole tournament was like 22 pounds, and Jeff basically caught about a little over 23 pounds. If he was allowed to keep a 5-fish limit, they have a 3-fish limit, but he caught 23 pounds out of the back of my boat that day. So anyway, Dan and I are gonna freeze our butts off out here, or I am, and we're gonna catch a bunch of fish out here on the Butler Chain today. Haven't done a video out here in a while. On to the next tournament in May, Cherokee Lake. Never been there before, but I'm excited about learning new stuff. So stick with us and we'll see what we can do today. Got him?
Yep.
Yay!
The waves are a lot like what they are at Toho because the bottom's so shallow. You know, it just they basically the water hits the bottom and then it just recirculates back over the top.
There's our third fish of the morning, but the first one I got on video.
He just sucked it in.
Yeah. Little one. We're in 20 feet of water, dead sticking flukes. Actually, we're in 20 feet of water, he's dead sticking flukes. I'm eating and I got my hands in my pocket because it's still in the 40s. And but I'm on a big offshore grass bed, a hydrilla bed, and over in Lake Down, and I'm watching some fish here. We're right on the edge of this grass bed and he's just dead sticking a fluke. No weight at all, letting it sink. And it's cold. The water's 66 here, but I'm sure it's a lot warmer down there. Yeah, I'm shaking. So make fun of me, all the people from up north. It's cold. That one right there was real cold. We're gonna keep catching them.
No gloves.
I got gloves. Thanks to my mother-in-law. These are from my mother-in-law. They're awesome. Cool. And I go, I know. Got them?
Yep.
Number 2! Is that a better one?
Yeah, a little bit.
No giants, same pattern, dead sticking flukes with no weight on it. I know the camera's at a bad angle, but the wind's blowing like 25 miles an hour. Probably not seeing it all real well. But it is the biggest cold front we've had in Florida yet this winter, and we're still catching fish. I'm still eating, and he's catching. You know the fluke?
Yeah, this one's pretty tore up. Yeah.
Because if you let it, got him. First cast, new spot. Any size to him?
I don't know.
Can't tell. He's just another one.
I didn't get a good hook in him because I was right here when I swept it.
Slow day. The water temperature has actually dropped 0.6 degrees since we got out here. So this lake's probably turning over. We're gonna have the coldest night of the year here. It's supposed to be 36 degrees tonight with a wind chill down in the low 30s to upper 20s in the morning. And I'm sure everybody that's watching this video feels really sorry for me because all your lakes are probably frozen over up north. Like his lakes.
Yep. I just started driving trucks on them the other day, drilling holes. That one munched it good.
Yeah, they'll stack up on the end of this point. Sometimes you can just catch one after another. They'll come up schooling out there sometimes off this point, but they're just almost always, anytime it's cold and you have a hard north wind, they just sit out there off the end of that point.
Just letting a conveyor belt come over the top.
Yep. Eat it. It's so. Oh, I watched that one eat it.
Get her.
I bet there's a school of them sitting right there. It has been a slow day, which is kind of understandable. We've caught a few on a mishmash of different things. Chatterbait, or I'm supposed to say a bladed jig, because that's the cool thing to call them. But it actually was a chatterbait. This one came on a spinnerbait. Why isn't this a bladed jig? It's a kind of, anyway, spinnerbait, fluke, what else? Jerkbait. We haven't really gotten on anything. This is just a 2-pounder. I've watched the water temperature drop 1.5 degrees while we've been out here, and we've just kind of made do. Can't fish half the places I normally want to fish. It's just crazy how Florida weather is, because we've had unseasonably warm weather in the upper 80s to all of a sudden tonight's going to be the coldest night of the year. But we did what we could do today and came to the Butler Chain, which is our cold water lake that we go to here in Florida. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time. I promise I'm gonna start. I've been slacking. I've been getting some messages from people that I have not been putting out videos very regularly. I apologize for that. But I've got some stuff in the works where I'm gonna start getting some more videos out. Try and maybe get it up to maybe 2 videos a week. And thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. We'll see you next time.